Hey everybody, Kurse here, and today I'm going to be talking about my 7 lines drop that I did for Sparkplug's Stay remix. A few of you may know that this was a winning remix, and the song should be up on Beatport today or tomorrow, and it'll be up on iTunes on the 26th of August. Now, if you've heard this song before, you will know that it hosts a very 7 linesy style drop. It could be considered Xilent in some places, but I would like to think there's more 7 lines. A few of you have been asking me to make this, so I'm going to show a couple trade secrets. Now, these are my style synths. I make a large majority of my own sounds, and I like to keep it that way. I'm quite a synthy type person, and a lot of my synths are usually quite uh, ethereal, I'll say. So anyway, enough of this crap. I'm going to let you listen to some of the drop that I got so far. Notice there's sidechaining involved, manual sidechaining, because I prefer manual sidechaining to instead of like a compression type sidechaining or a limitation sidechaining. It's just a lot easier for me to keep hold of. Anyway, here we go. Okay, yeah, so that's basically what it is. Now, the sound itself is layered above 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 different synth styles. We've got. I was just going to here. So we got a lot of super saw type stuff going on in here. Probably the most prominent one is the high. This is a high synth that I made. As you can hear, it's got a little bit of room reverb on it. See the reverb there? Okay, I'm just going to show you this here. This is what's used. I'm going to show you everything you'll need. In fact, I don't even know why I have the EQ on here. Oh yeah, because I just set off like a couple small things. Yeah, so there's the reverb. There's the compressor. It's very simple, very, very simple. This is part B, by the way. And then over in part A. Okay. And so, this is like a high synth, so preferably to be played up in the C5 to 6 region. So yeah. I think it's a minor, but this note sort of just makes it into a major slightly. Possibly, I'm going to say pentatonic, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, and it's quite a tinny sound caused by that reverb. If you don't like the sound, then you can maybe warm it up. Like a lot of 7 lines type stuff is quite warm. Here's another type super saw. I think super saw. I think this is called Gigantosaw. It's quite a harsh saw sound. Yeah. Again, I'm just going to show you what this looks like. This is everything you'll need. You see the square one, polysaw, and polysaw again. Wavetable position. I pretty much left this exactly the same, but I found it sort of warmed the sound up a little bit. Just adds in a bit more into it, otherwise it just sounds slightly too dull. I don't want my sound sounding too dull. Here's your nothing there. Reverb small to give it that tinny effect. There, I don't think there's anything on these envelopes particularly apart from volume. And here's a clip, hard clipper, to add the sort of grungy dirtiness to the sound. This one over here is the medium. This one, sorry, Gigantosaw, my bad. You kind of want it up in the C4 to C5 region. Pretty much exact same chords there. Yeah, this one here. This is the medium saw, I'm going to say, so it sort of goes in the center of the sound. Okay, again, it's got a reverb on it, slight, but that's more of a channel reverb because, or not. That's strange. Okay. I Gosh, I don't know how. Oh, it's because the decaying releases. Okay, I was confused. Yeah. To give it that sort of nice, sort of slow release effect. Oh, I didn't quite show you what this is. God, this is a great tutorial, isn't it? Yeah. So look at all that stuff there. Here's your EQs. Part B. Pretty much all again. It's all very basic. It's shockingly easy, but 7lines has just got such good mastering and audio techniques that he's able to mask it all. This is in the in the C4 region, going to C5. It's sort of center, and there's this here. Yeah, this here is sort of like it's a sort of blend between high and low frequencies. It's sort of just the filler. So it kind of jumps between the high and low frequencies, not quite deciding, and so it gives you that nice little casing in the center of the sound, which can be filled with something a bit warmer. So it's basically got all the high frequencies and all the low frequencies, but no medium frequencies. Here is what it looks like, probably because of the bend plus minus, mostly. There's another hard clipper on it. Daft filter, anything in the voicing? Yes, just here, voicing, the unison is set to 6, pitch offs, cut off, all that sort of stuff. Just a small reverb, again to give it that nice release. And here's the last saw, which I believe is sort of the middle filler. Indeed it is. Now, they've all got a sort of filter on them, sort of give it a nice little compressed sound, because a lot of 7line stuff has like a nice compressed bass sound over it. It's got a really nice little high saw over the top, like a high synth, so you don't really notice it. Here is the preset with a parabolic shaper on it. A little bit of brightness on the amp, a little bit of amp on the noise. I set it to bright, so it gives you that nice but very soft. It's very soft, very nice. Dimension expander, just to give you some extra stereo wideness. Reverb small to give it that nice release time. All that stuff there. Nothing special in here, I don't believe. Voicing tab. Story is exactly the same. Okay, so those are the saws covered. I think I'm just going to go play them all together. Okay, so that's quite a harsh sound. So you put some compression on that, and it'll sort of dampen some of those really powerful high ends, and it sounds a lot better. This, I believe, is a saw wave. No, it's a sine wave. Just your basic sine bass, sub bass, whatever we want to call it. Very easily made with 3XOXC. There's those there. Put your CSR down, your Kurse, sorry. That's it for that. And here's your saw. This is your saw wave, with a little bit of noise, so it's sort of like an electronic saw. And it's really, really low to give you that nice fat sound. Now, 7lines uses FL Studio, however, I don't think he uses 3XOSC. He will probably use either like Massive, or I might use Sylenth 1. I know that he uses Rob Palpin plugins. However, I don't know if that's Albino or if that's Blade. I'm not too sure. I just know that's what he uses a lot. And here is your sweet sound at the top. It just comes out on top. It's an ethereal sound, as I've said before. And here is what it looks like. This is a preset called Kangaroo Lead Square. This is what all the things are. This is this is one of the 2 presets that I didn't make. Forget the macro control. Macro control is not important. There's a clipper and a parabolic shaper. Square wave, smooth wave. Nothing on this one. However, it seems to be turned off. I think I may have turned that off. Reverb to give it that nice release time. some classic tube to add to the width, daft filter, voicing, nothing special. Nothing special in here, not really. Oscillator, oh yeah, I did put glide on it because it's on monophone. And so yeah, the time's on it to give you that nice little it's just a nice little release timer. And last but not least, the little fillers. Now these are little ARP type things. These are really nice. The second preset I used, apparently the level's top square. I really love this sound. And it's got a nice little filter on it as well, as you can see the low pass there, and some nice reverb and delay. Yeah, and I think if you go in here, in here, you can see the velocity going down as the notes get quieter further on. Okay, so I'm going to put these together and show you what they sound like. Now, as you can hear, the saw bass is sort of overriding the nice high sound. That's not exactly the same. I think that was a slight flaw in the mastering process. But I think it worked out alright in the end. Here's what it sounds without the high. See, it sounds really empty with the saw. It sort of compresses the sound down a bit more. And when you have that nice little high bit in there, okay, and you just add a bit of compression in there, and it sounds like this. As soon as I can. The compression is very simple. It's basically on all of these, not all of them even, on insert 8 apparently. Insert 8 sidechain, and it's got fruity balance on it, and that's that's all sent to the master. So basically, the kick is routed in from a send channel. Sort of makes that sound come down a little bit more. Apart from the high square, which is the leader here, which is sent to another send channel. So again, it's not affected by the master. And this is all very complex, actually. All of this took about 7 or 8 hours to do. This little drop in here, because I was messing around with it so much and I was desperate to have a 7 lines drop. But I think I've cracked it. I just need to maybe add a bit more compression on some of the higher notes. Maybe the saw wave's a bit too predominant, so I need to maybe get rid of that a little bit. But it should be mostly fine. I hope this helped you guys out, because I know that a lot of you have been looking for 7 lines style synths. It wasn't the greatest tutorial, but I did show you exactly how I made it. I've given you away a hell of a lot more than really what I should have. And yeah, I hope you come away learning something, because I had to spend a lot of time searching to finally find a good balance between 7 lines synths. I just want to say just now, Cosmocat did a terrific job with her Days to Come synth. That's probably, I think it is this one here, but it's been changed up slightly. I want to say she did an absolutely terrific job. She's a fantastic producer, female producer. Go check her out right now, because I cannot recommend her enough. Cosmocat, I hope you're watching this at any point, because that would be great. Fantastic. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Please check back anytime with Kurse music. I probably have more stuff coming out soon. I'm working on a few collaborations. I've got these new headphones, which should probably help with mastering. And yeah, I'm hoping to release some really cool stuff in the future, so stick till then.